sorry. Pardon me.
Arrest was imminent, but obviously the police agencies, recognizing that this arrest would be in fact a lawless arrest, have stepped back. And so right now the people who were in the embassy are still in the embassy, and I would say that's a great victory.
But is it imminent that they're going to be breaking in?
I don't think so. I think the police thought they would have them come out. The people said, no, we're not coming out. We're here as the invited guests. It appears to me right now, in spite of the fact that it looked like arrest was imminent, that will not be happening. It certainly won't be happening right now.
How many people are inside?
I can't tell you.
Give me an idea.
Less than 1,000.
No! Help me out.
No. I did help you.
No,
I gave you a number. I gave you less than 1,000.
No, don't give me an exact number. Just
I can't say more than that. I can't say more than that.
So what are you planning to do?
We're going to stay here. We're going to stay strong. We're going to keep up this.
Back with Mara, but just give them a few minutes.
They're making the case that if the U.S. government seizes the embassy, it's a violation of the Vienna Convention. The police thought, yeah, we're going to force them to come out. When they said no, the police said, well, they don't want to take responsibility, perhaps, for violating the Vienna Convention. It's a very big decision. It's never happened before in U.S. history, even in the middle of the Bay of Pigs invasion in 1961. The Kennedy administration didn't seize the Cuban embassy and give it to the Cuban opposition. Nothing like this has ever happened before. So it's a very big decision. I think the people inside have done a favor for the United States government, because violating international law like this will undoubtedly lead to a cascading effect and blow back on the United States eventually. Not a good decision.
So they will stay there indefinitely.
So far, so good.
No change in plans.
No change in plans.
Okay, thank you. And if I could take the picture.
You want to take a picture? Yeah.
Who gave you this?
This was the Secret Service and U.S. Marshals gave me this. This would be called a fake trespassing notice from a fake ambassador. You see, there's no letterhead.
Just a blank piece of paper.
No stamp.
No stamp.
No signature.
No, I could have made this at home. I could have done a better job.
Just waiting for.
At both sides say the same thing?
Same thing, yeah.
English and
This is a
Spanish?
political decision.
No, just English.
When the politicals will make I don't think she knows doing.
Thank you, Brian Becker.
So, just one more look. It looks like the door's closed. Our folks are going back to go to sleep tonight, and one more night. One more night. Moon's up. Stars are out. The door's locked. Our folks are inside. Cub reporter. Signing
what
off.
is going on?
The cops are so conflicted.
So what is
So here's what happened for people who want to know. The police, the fake ambassador gave a fake trespassing notice.
Oh my God.
And you can see it has no masthead or letterhead. I could have done this at home and probably done a better job.
They
Well,
laminated?
the people who know me know that's not true. But that said, so they came, and the Secret Service and the U.S. Marshals said, if you don't, we talked to the Secret Service. The people inside came downstairs. They were told by the.
Hey, here's our great lawyer.
All right.
Yay!
for them?
Yay!
Mara, you want to explain what happened?
So the people inside were very clear. They were very clear. They were asked if they were going to leave voluntarily. They said that they would, in fact, voluntarily leave under circumstances that upheld international and domestic law. They were very clear that they were very concerned about violations of international law, of the cascade effect of the U.S. government seizing an embassy, what would happen if U.S. government officials and officers entered upon an embassy, and what that says in terms of the Vienna Convention. And they were resolute. They were completely nonviolent. They were peaceful, but they were saying repeatedly that they were standing for the law, that they were standing up for international law, that they were demanding that there be a peaceful resolution, that would involve a caretaker for the embassy, as is normal under the Vienna Convention, and they were rejecting any violations of the Vienna Convention, rejecting any violations of international law. They made it clear that they stand for peace and they stand to stop a global cascade effect that could have huge repercussions for people all over the world. If the U.S. government is going to start taking the position that you can seize embassies, that if you have a hostile host country, any embassy can be seized, then we know what that's going to look like and what it's going to look like everywhere. It's going to put people in danger, and it's a huge threat to any element of democracy or peace or the peaceful resolution of problems between any countries.
Is the U.S. Embassy secured in Caracas?
I can't speak to what's happening in Caracas.
Is this edition
Isn't Mexico violating?
without a stamp? Is that
Is what?
Without a stamp, was it a real official notice?
Is that an official edition notice? Or
Well-
did you get a different copy, a different version?
Oh, no one's handed me a copy of anything. So I've not been given any notice. I've heard them.
What about this?
I've seen that piece of paper. It wasn't given to me, and I've seen and I've heard them read words that I presume are from the piece of paper. I can't speak to that, except that I can say that on the face of the notice, obviously, what the U.S. government is attempting to do and what it's saying explicitly is that they intend to take this building, which belongs to the elected government of Venezuela as recognized by the UN and in violation of a treaty that the U.S. government has ratified, the Vienna Convention. They seek to violate the Vienna Convention and enter and seize an embassy and hand it over to unelected appointed officials appointed by the government of this country as asserted as the sovereign authority of another country. It is an extraordinary, unprecedented, illegal situation, and one that we can't emphasize enough can have extremely dangerous repercussions. This is a dangerous path for the U.S. government to take, and anybody who cares about peace, who cares about international law, who cares about stopping the dangerous path of the Trump administration needs to speak up. They need to stand up and speak out right now in defense of the people inside here who are upholding international law, who are standing against the lawlessness and the dangerous conduct of the Trump administration.
Mara, have
about
you talked to
food and
the activists, and what have they said?
Talk to them right now. They're right up there. They were standing there. They were standing in the doorway. They made very clear what their position is, and they made very clear that they are only standing in service to international law and in service to peace, and that is their goal, and that's what they're seeking to do. They were warning the U.S. government officials of the illegality of the U.S. government entering this building.
Your name, ma'am?
Mara Verheyden-Hilliard. MARAVERHEYDEN-HILLIARD.
Does this mean the cops?
I'm a constitutional rights, civil rights, human rights lawyer.
Does this mean they're going to stop preventing food and water from getting in, or what are we?
They're speaking now. I think obviously the U.S. government has to think twice about sending officials onto the territory of this embassy. The Vienna Convention protects that type of seizure, and if the U.S. government is going to do it, it needs to be a considered decision.
Earlier, there were reports on TV that people might be escorted out. Do you know what happened after that?
Well, I mean, the U.S. government would like them to obviously walk out, and their position was that they would be happy to walk out if the U.S. government obeys the law in conformity with the Vienna Convention and agrees to a protector agreement with a third-party country. That is normally what happens, even when there are breakdowns in total relation between countries. Even in times of war, there are third-party protector agreements. The U.S. government is violating that process and attempting to seize the embassy, hand it over to the people that they have appointed to be the coup leaders to take over a sovereign country. They want it for a photo op. Obviously, even if they hand this embassy over to the people that they're appointing, as the U.S. government is basically appointing as an ambassador of another country, they have no capacity to actually have the embassy work as an embassy. They have no ability to provide consular or visa services. This is a complete fraud allowed by the U.S. government. It's a violation of international law. It's an opportunity for a photo op because their coup has failed, and it's dangerous. I cannot overstate how dangerous the U.S. government's actions are right here and right